Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
And this is the all-new 2023 Genesis GV60 Performance EV from the Genesis brand in this glorious São Paulo Lime exterior color. What's your thought? Not a fan?
Well, this isn't the color I would choose.
Hold on, I got you.
That's more like it.
Too bad, because I really like the São Paulo Lime. There we go. In this video, we will take this vehicle around, tell you what we like, maybe what we dislike, and see maybe if perhaps she's on board with this being my next car. Stay tuned. This video is sponsored by Electron Portable EV Chargers. Electron supplied us with this 240 volt, 32 amp portable charger for us to use, and it drastically cut down our home charging times. This particular charger has a 21-foot heavy-duty cord, NEMA 1450 plug for our house, J1772 for any mainstream EV on the market today. If you are interested in getting a portable charger for your EV and helping out the channel in the process, click the link down in the description below. All right, Holly, we are driving the GV60. You are behind the wheel. You have been mum as to your thoughts and impressions of this vehicle, of which I am perhaps the most anxious of anything we've driven to find out.
Yeah.
What are your impressions?
To be fair, I haven't gotten to drive it a lot to have a lot of impressions. So.
Are you saying that I
have hogged it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hogged it.
Maybe just a little bit.
I really like it though.
Yay! Okay. Good. Step one done. She likes it.
I really like it. It's really nice. I wasn't sure I would like the navy blue interior, but I do. It's really nice.
So we will start there with the interior on this one. Genesis has been targeting, I feel, me specifically. I go into that in more detail in my solo video. Go check that out. But the GV70 that introduced you and I to the Genesis brand, the first vehicle we had here on the channel, we had the black interior, but that one could also be ordered. That's the word. Ordered with a navy blue interior as well, which I would definitely spec because it's different, but because it's navy, it's subtle.
It
right?
is. Yes. Yeah. It's subtle. It's nice, but it's one of those details that is not in your face, but it's very nice. And then you've got all the other textures too, like the soft side.
The suede headliner all around.
The back of the seat is like hard plastic, so you're not, when we have a little one in the back seat, we're always taking his shoes off so he doesn't get the back of the seat messed up. That you don't have to worry about. It's a quick wipe off.
This metal here,
nice.
this all down here.
I like that. And you know what I like about this is it's kind of that same texture look that the Mercedes has, but it doesn't shine in your face.
Yes. So we had a Mercedes C300. That video review yet coming. Very glossy dash in that one. This is metallic, but where it's placed and the darkness of it does not blind you on the road. Yes.
The same with the details of the stitching is the same as the outside. So no matter what color the outside is, this in the navy it is always a São Paulo yellow or lime, São Paulo lime. So if you get the navy, you do get a pop of color in this, no matter what the outside looks like. You can't get this navy interior on all of the exterior colors though. Oh.
So
interesting.
Yeah, so if you had a white one like your Genesis there on your gauge cluster in front of you, you could still get this navy and have a little pop of color on the inside as well.
It's interesting. I like all of the buttons. I like the infotainment, entertainment system.
I would say that for me, this is the best of the three, the Kia, the Hyundai, and now this Genesis, all built on the same platform. It is the easiest climate system to use because you don't have to dig for everything.
You don't. You have your air controls right here, everything you need, as long as some of the radio controls. I like these little knobs that control the infotainment, because I don't really like to, I feel like when I'm driving, I have to focus so much on what small little buttons I'm pressing if I'm doing the touch screen. But with the knob, I just feel like I'm a lot more in control and not driving as distracted.
The good thing about this one is, so touchscreen, yes. Knob control, yes. And the top is actually a trackpad as well. So multiple different ways to interface with the infotainment in this vehicle. You even have a touch sensitive little area there on your steering wheel. So multiple different ways to interact with this vehicle, including being able to get into a visual representation of all of the different things you can update and control from the infotainment in this vehicle. Very well thought out.
Okay, now explain to me the purpose behind the
orb.
The orb. The orb.
This is a luxury vehicle, Holly. So when the vehicle is turned off, this gear selector does actually rotate over, and it is a jeweled orb that does have ambient lighting back into it, and is a quick visual reminder to you, since there's no engine noise, since there's nothing really to give away that the vehicle is on, knowing whether or not the gear selector is available to you is a quick visual and a very luxurious way to let you know, is the vehicle on, is it off?
I love it. I love it. It looks like a spaceship. It's bright and colorful.
Yep.
It's different than other cars. Yep. I love it.
Now, and that is right above the actual buttons for heated and ventilated seats and your parking cameras and all that stuff. Very nice. Qi wireless charger in an excellent spot here. Fits my 12 Pro Max perfectly.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice center console here. A little bit of room taken up by the wireless charger, but decent amount of space in there.
The heads-up display gives you a little notification if you have somebody in your blind spot, which I really like, because the one thing that I don't like about the car, and this is going to be a surprise, is the shades that pull up in the back are so dark.
Yes.
That window, especially the one behind me, I basically can't even look out of it when it's up. So I don't like that. And I like to use my eyeballs.
Yes, yes I do.
So when I am switching lanes and I turn back and I cannot see anything behind me, it throws me off just a little bit. I don't like that. But obviously you can take it up and down, and the visibility out the back is really good and interesting. It goes like all the way down. It feels like it goes all the way down to the bumper.
Yes, and that's because of that interesting rear spoiler back there that cuts the rear window into pieces. But yes, visibility out of this is probably, in my opinion, the best of the three. The sunshades on the side notwithstanding, you do get a pretty hefty C-pillar back there in the back that creates a little bit of a blind spot. The Kia had a third window back there, which made that a little bit easier. But yes, the view out the rear window is huge, and you can see a lot back there. And then you mentioned the heads-up display alerting you if there are people in your blind spot. This also has traffic sign recognition, and we'll put stop signs and pedestrian crossing signs up there on the heads-up display as well.
And the railroad crossing signs, I really like
it. Elephants and rhinos.
But not the elephants and rhinos and giraffes that may cross your path.
But if you have a Tucker in the car,
yes,
he will let you know.
That is what Tucker. Car seat installation here in the back of the GV60 is very easy because it is an SUV. Makes for easy install and removal. And I am actually going to bring in Tucker's forward-facing, excuse me, it's been a minute, forward-facing car seat right here. It is a Graco unit, has served us well for many years. There are no cutouts for notifying where the lower anchor points are, but there is the little dot on the seat, and they are very easy to locate and access and get to. I say as I struggle with this one here on the passenger side, but you can pop them into place very nicely. And there is plenty of room to get in here and really adjust and tighten this down. Getting that rear anchor attached on the back is just as simple. Because of the short overall trunk space on this one, it is very easy for me at 5'10" to get in, reach that rear anchor, and to tighten this up on the back seat. The backs of the seats are actually hard and retain their shape as you pull and tighten this down, so you're not squishing that leather like on some other vehicles. And again, very easy to tighten into place. I give it a huge thumbs up. More interesting storage spots. This center console is completely hollow and passes through. There's a little net to keep stuff from rolling all around. You've got your purse right here in the front because the carpet goes all the way across from me to you. We haven't even talked about the drawer.
The drawer.
I like it. What about you?
I know you like it. I'm not sure. I think I would have to live with the drawer a little bit longer. I guess I do like it because normally, you know, you have what do you call it?
A glove box that drops down on your knees.
Drops down to your knees. Doesn't normally drop down on my knees. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the drawer's kind of cool.
I like it. Of course, this has got ambient lighting in it. Holly's already talked about all the textures in here. We didn't even talk about the suede on the doors or on the seats.
Let's talk about the seats.
Yes, speaking of the seats, the Kia was your favorite seats you've ever set your booty in.
I know. Well, I hadn't set my booty in this one yet.
Yes.
So this one's really nice because I'm always a fan of the lumbar support, you know, but this one goes like a step further.
Yes.
In
the bolsters.
In the bolsters. Because you can move the bolsters along with it, so it just feels like it's hugging you. You're all in one spot. My back is very supported.
Yes.
In this vehicle, I love it.
So
one thing I'm not a huge fan of, and maybe you can switch it, but I haven't driven this, is I feel like the headrest comes really far forward. If I had a ponytail in, my head would have been like, so I don't really love that.
This does have Genesis's smart posture, so you can put in your height, your weight, your inseam, and they'll put you into place for you. You have said before, many times before, one of the things you loved about your Mini Cooper was how unique and interesting it was, especially in the color you chose. Let's talk about the exterior of this in this São Paulo Lime paint job that speaks to me deep down in my soul. But what are your thoughts on the exterior of this vehicle?
This would not be the color I would choose.
Yes.
Although it has been super fun driving around and getting the second glances.
Second, third, fourth, fifth. People like to stare at this for sure.
But I do like that this car comes in some interesting, not your run-of-the-mill colors. I always appreciate that.
Yeah, you and I have been on the build and price. I believe you would choose the mint. I can't pronounce the name, but it's the mint color, which is kind of a matte satin finish, it appears. So very interesting color palette on this one for sure. Color notwithstanding.
Yeah.
What do you think of the lines, the proportions of this GV60?
I love it. It looks kind of like a smaller car on the outside, but it's really not a smaller car. In fact, I would say, like the Mercedes we just drove is smaller than this, right? But the lines, it's really smooth. It's but there's curves in the right spots that make it interesting and cute.
And then the headlights, you've got those jeweled cubes in the headlights that just really set this thing apart and make it look that much more luxurious.
And then you've got the handles that pop out. That I know is a thing that is a trendy thing right now, but I'm still not sure that I love it. I always feel like I'm going to break them off.
I can attest to, as a parent, Tucker saw them sticking out and pushed with all his might to shove one of them closed. Did not break it. It is a safety feature, so that is taken into consideration with the door handles on this. Of course, when you're locked and ready to go, they're smooth and flush to the side. Gives this a really nice, sleek styling on the outside as well. The ride on this, sitting in this, when we got in to drive just now, our neighbor was mowing his yard with his gas-powered lawnmower, and closing the doors, it is so quiet in this vehicle. With no engine, there's hardly any noise from the vehicle itself. This really is a plush place to spend some time.
Yeah, it's really quiet. It does feel like you're in a sound booth, kind of.
Yes, and really the only noise, we do get a little noise where we were just on textured pavement. This does have 21-inch wheels and tires on it because this is the performance model, and so there's a little bit of that. And speaking of performance, there is some augmented sound in this one because, of course, it does. There are 3 different modes, which I go into detail in my solo review. But I'm going to put you are in Eco Drive mode. We're going to put you in Sport mode.
Hey, what happened?
Which adjusts the accelerator response, makes it just a little more peppy. This vehicle has over 400 horsepower and over 400 pound-feet of torque. This is the most powerful vehicle you have driven so far on this channel. And then you have this boost button right here that gives you even more horsepower and torque, nearly 500 horsepower and over 500 pound-feet of torque for 10 seconds, so that
10 seconds,
so that you can go quickly, accelerate, maybe merge onto traffic, avoid a situation, and then continue about your day. So I'm going to give it a...
if we're doing it, I'm pressing it.
You give it a push and give us a quick acceleration, maybe up to that Tesla in front of us.
To that Tesla?
Show them who's boss.
I don't know if I can get to that Tesla.
All right, push the boost.
Safely.
And floor it. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm going to slow down.
And that is not all that this car has.
So wait, do you got to press it every time?
You have to press it every time, and it limits how many times you can do it on a drive and in a given time span. So that is actually not all this vehicle has to offer. Oh, there it is. This one is all-wheel drive, and it will squeal all 4 tires. Definitely go check out my solo video if you're interested in the performance of this vehicle. Well, Holly, we are almost to our final destination, which brings us to the final portion of this video, and that is, what do you feel that this EV costs? So back in May, you and I had the Hyundai IONIQ at $55,000. Back in June, you and I had the Kia EV6 at $58,000. What do you feel this most premium luxury version of the E-GMP platform costs?
Okay, I'm gonna go 78.
Wow, okay, so maybe I can talk you into buying this one, because it is only I get to use that word here. Only 68 as this one sits.
Oh, okay.
So fully spec'd out, 68,000 and some change for all-out performance version of the Kia, Hyundai, and now Genesis triplets.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
For all of this car.
Very comfortable, very quiet, very luxurious, and very economical because we never had to go to a gas station.
You're right.
On that note, though, because this one is more performance focused, the range is less than the others, touching in just over 200 miles on a full charge. If you are wanting the longest range version of the 3, look at the Kia or the Hyundai, because this Genesis is definitely aimed towards performance. Genesis does say they will launch a rear-wheel drive model in the future that aims to have a much longer, closer to 300-mile total range. But yeah, this one just a hair around 230.
Not bad.
Would you buy it?
Would we buy it? Yeah, totally. 100%. I like this car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Now, whose car would it be? Mine or yours?
it's always good. The cool car is always going to be mine.
Okay. So that probably means we are going with the mint color and not this São Paulo Lime.
Babe, you get what you want. You treat yourself.
Man, this truly has been a wonderful day. And on that note, I can't think of a better way to end this video than that right there. If you want to know more from Holly to see what we're testing before it is here on the channel and her thoughts about it, go find her on Instagram at Female Consumer. If you want to find out more from us, generally as a channel here at GT Garage Talk, find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all at GT Garage Talk. Our award-winning podcast can be found on your favorite platforms or at gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, we're going to enjoy this vehicle just a little bit more while we have it as a family. And until next time, gearheads, bye. Give it a little.
Yeah, but
Do I do a boost?
Do a boost, babe.
Do a boost. There you go.
What do you
Was
think,
that
Tuck?
fast, Tucker?
yeah, but while we're recording,
Yes, sir?
we weren't on the main street.
No, we drove past it
We
because we had a
drove
little
past.
more to say. I
We
don't know.
always have a little more to say.
I don't know if you noticed, but when you hit boost, this kind of goes into warp mode.
No, I'm focusing my eyes on the road. You crazy? Oh, here we go. Do we honk and wave? Bye, Tesla.
Which brings us